It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Baltimore. It's the Dolphins and the Ravens under the lights on Sunday night.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. The stadium is packed. Standing room only, a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and the most important thing in the building, the Lamar Hunt Trophy. It is up for grabs for the AFC Championship. Two evenly matched teams. Greg, what are you looking for in this one?
You know, I think the team that understands how to use this energy, as you said, it is electric in this building, especially for the home team. You know that you are one win away from the ultimate goal, which is to play and have a chance for the Super Bowl trophy. Who can harness that energy early the best? There's going to be some pregame jitters. There's going to be some excitement on the sideline and in that huddle. Can you settle down early and just treat it like any other game? I think the team that gets into their rhythm the quickest, Mike, is going to be the one that has the best chance to find themselves holding that Lamar Hunt Trophy at the end.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They run with the longtime Titan. It's Derrick Henry. He'll push ahead to the 21. Jalen Phillips in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get that complete to Hardy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Play action now. Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
He finds Likely, his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Aguilar able to make the catch. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They'll run with Mitchell. A short game, down to the 7. Here now, second down and goal. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Deontay Hardy. Touchdown, Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens have struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. In motion, it's Waddle. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now Jackson. That one underneath to Mitchell. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run it with Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. That's taken in by Achane.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Point after now from Tucker. He gets it to go, and the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A deep shot for Aguilar. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. That's taken in by Hardy. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over just before the half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Philadelphia Eagles who are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Play action. Tagovailoa. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek, and he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins get back in it. It is 21-7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Justice Hill to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll get that complete to Hardy. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Hardy. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd and 7. Lamar going to work from the pistol. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Jackson out of the pistol. To the tight end, Likely. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Jackson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Henry. He will have a Ravens 1st down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. One quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Things not looking good. But see if he gets the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw is Tua. That's taken in by Achane. Third and 6. Now Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He keeps it himself. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. Going to go right back to Henry. A short game, down to the 7. 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the...
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. That is caught right side by Beckham. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Dolphins first down. To the air again, Tungo Vailoa. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this.
44, ready.
Again, it's Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
3rd and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have a Dolphins first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 6. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up. Throwing again, it's Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Here's Henry, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Offside. Defense.
First and 10. Throwing Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Here's Jackson. That one underneath to Mitchell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So it's a win here for the Ravens, as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.